of that fur trader I mentioned before. William Backhouse Astor pretty much ran things here on the island because his father was afraid of water and boats, so he didn't like to come over here onto the island very often. But they do say that it's kind of ironic that he was so afraid of water and such because his great-great-grandson was the richest man on the Titanic and actually went down with the Titanic. Over here on the left, you'll be able to see Jack's Livery Stables. And Jack's Livery Stables have drive-it-yourself horse and buggies you can rent out if you ever want to try to drive horses. But they are one-horse pull buggies, and they fit anywhere from 2 to 4 people depending on which one you want to rent out. Smart lady, get up. That's also a really fun way to see the island. Coming up here on the left-hand side is the gatehouse. The gatehouse, it is owned by the Grand Hotel. They do have really, really good food there, especially their steaks. But there are 6 different restaurants around the island that are owned by the Grand Hotel, and all of them do have wonderful food. Over on the right, this is the newest residence downtown. This was built just 2 years ago by the Orr sisters, and that's why they call it the Either Or House. Coming up on your right-hand side, you're going to see Little Stone Church. And there are a lot of weddings that go every year at Little Stone Church. You can't actually go inside of them as long as there's nothing going on inside there. But it's really pretty to go inside because it's almost completely made out of limestone that was taken right from our island. And also you can see the beautiful stained glass windows on the front. Those were imported from New York, and they actually depict early missionary work here on the island. They do have a layer of plexiglass that does cover those though, just because they put the golf course right next to the church, so they try to protect it a little bit from the golf balls flying over and hitting them. Over on the left, you'll see our public school system for Mackinac Island. In that one building, they have kindergarten all the way through 12th grade. And that school does have every year of graduating classes about 2 to 10 students. Last year, they had 5 students that were graduating, and all of them were male. So I'm sure they didn't have a good prom that year. But over on the left-hand side, you can also see through the trees right over there, the Mackinac Bridge. Mackinac Bridge was built in 1954 until 1957. And it actually is the world's 3rd largest suspension bridge. It is the largest suspension bridge that goes completely over fresh water. And the Mackinac Bridge does connect the lower part of Michigan to the upper peninsula. Over here on the right-hand side, if you look up on the big hill, that is the Governor's Summer Residence. And at the Governor's Summer Residence, they do have 25 rooms, 11 bedrooms, and 9.5 bathrooms. And it is the honor of every Michigan State governor to use that as their summer home. The governor was actually just here this past weekend, and they were having a big conference up here, and he was giving a presentation at the Grand Hotel. But it used to be when the Michigan State flag was up, then the governor was staying. But they changed that just for security reasons to keep them a little bit more safe. So now the Michigan flag flies all the time up there. It was built in 1902 by a lawyer from Chicago. And when he built it, it only cost him $15,000. He actually sold it to the state for that exact price without making a penny. And but he did put in his contract, however, that if the state ever wanted to sell that home again, they had to sell it for that exact same price, and it had to be to a member of his direct family. So currently it's still over $50,000. Over here at the top of the hill on the left-hand side, you can see the Grand Hotel. The Grand Hotel was built in 1887, and it's built by 2 railroads and a steam line company. They built it mostly to promote tourism here on the island. They wanted people to take their transportation to come and see Mackinac Island over here. You can see the front porch of the Grand Hotel. It spans 660 feet, and it is the world's largest covered front porch. If you also look up top, you can see how it's painted blue on the ceiling. Well, the reason for that being is mostly because when they paint it to make it look like the sky. And basically that keeps the birds from going up there and nesting because it confuses them. So it helps and makes the Grand Hotel look a little bit neater and nicer up there. And so they don't have to paint it and stuff. But the Grand Hotel was built in only 93 days. And the reason they say it was built like that is because they say that the railroad and steam line companies who wanted it built paid the contractors. They said if they could get it done in under 3 months, then they could get $1 million bonus. But supposedly, the contractors didn't tell their employees about this because they wanted to keep it to themselves. So when they did find out about it, they decided they would go a couple days over, and then they wouldn't get the $1 million bonus. So supposedly that's why it was built so fast. But originally there was 180 rooms in the Grand Hotel, and now there's 385. And they did add on to it. You can see kind of in between the two porches where they did do that at. Every single room in the Grand Hotel is decorated differently. So if you do go in there and look at it, you will never see the same room twice. There was actually also 2 movies that were filmed here at the Grand Hotel. The first one was in the 1940s, and it was a musical. It starred Esther Williams in it, and she was a singer at the time. And they did add in the pool that's part of the Grand Hotel for part of that movie. And you can go see the pools and the tennis court and the garden, even if you're not staying at the Grand Hotel. That just costs a small fee. But you can actually use those and swim in there and stuff. The other movie was a little bit more famous. It was Somewhere in Time with Christopher Reeve and Jane Seymour. And Christopher Reeves, a lot of people know as the movie Superman. He played Superman in that movie. Okay. But they do have a whole weekend here that is dedicated to that movie because it is so famous. And everyone dresses up in the period's clothing, and they wear like top hats and go around dressing up fancy. They have a big, huge party that goes up in the Grand Hotel. And it's a really cool time to be here and see that. If you look out to the right-hand side, you're going to see our golf shop here on the right-hand island. And you are allowed to drive golf carts here on the golf course. Those are some vehicles that are allowed, but mostly because the horses can't go over on the golf course. Also, right here where all these bikes are parked is what they call the Grand Hotel's employee parking lot. They say the Grand Hotel is the only 5-star hotel that does not have valet parking. Up here on the left-hand side, that is our Masco Cottage. And the Masco Cottage actually has 4 bedrooms in it. It's the presidential suite of the Grand Hotel, so you rent it out all together if you want to rent it out. But the Masco Cottage, they just barely added a huge hot tub to the back of it that fits 14 people. Behind the area back behind it used to be where the stables were for the Grand Hotel, but they actually just tore those down and they built new ones up the hill. And we'll be stopping right by there when you guys switch over. It's actually right next door to the Butterfly House, so if anyone wants to go visit the Butterfly House, it's right next door to that. But it's completely free to visit the Grand Hotel stables, and inside there they have a lot of their horses that are on display. And they also have a lot of carriages on display. Some of them were the vintage ones that they used to use, and some of them are ones that you still use today. But it's really cool to check out, and I recommend everyone do that. And again, it is free if you would like to. As we've been lying all the way up this hill, as we've been going up, we've seen the golf course on the right-hand side. And the golf course, the front 9, is what you've been seeing, and that's called the Jewel. If you do want to go golfing and you want to go to the back 9, it's about a 20-minute carriage ride into the woods, and they call that the woods. And back there, there's also a hotel and restaurant by the same name. You can kind of see how there's a bunch of trees that have been lining the path too, and all these big hills. Well, they actually had to add those in, mostly because golf balls kept coming over and flying and hitting people in the road, or hitting horses and stuff. And this is a really steep hill here. It's actually one of the longest hills on the island. If you're going down it on your bike, you can get to about 60 miles per hour. So it's pretty fast. And they do have a speed limit that they do check, however, it's 25 miles per hour. And I don't recommend anyone going past it, because some of my friends decided one night that they wanted to try to race down here, and they got a ticket of $110.
Wow.
So it's pretty expensive if you want to do that. They also have on the island what they call a BUI, a biking under the influence. And if you do that, if you get caught doing that, you can actually get points on your license for that. It's pretty bad. But yeah, it will actually affect your driver's license. The reason we keep stopping the horses on this hill is just to give them a little break, because this is a really long hill and it's pretty steep. So we just stop them a couple times. But these guys, I want to tell you a little bit about them. They're first run draft horses, and they're really beautiful animals. Yeah, this is my lady is named Lady because she is not one. It's a little ironic. She likes to shoot a lot. But I mean, all of the horses do have their own personalities. We call him Merle, Mustache Merle, because he has a big, huge, curly mustache on his front lip. And these guys weigh anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 pounds each. So they're really big animals, and they can carry 3 to 4 times their own weight. So they can actually pretty much pull about 2 more of these carts behind them and still be okay. But we don't like to work the horses that hard. We do work them for 4 to 5 hours a day, and then we'll switch them out with a different team, so that way they get a good rest during the day. And then we take them in and feed them and give them their oats and stuff. But every driver gets to know their horses super well. These guys, we know them so well, mostly because we have to take care of them ourselves. We have to brush and wash them every single morning, and we have to get them ready for the day. We also have to learn how to harness them. So it's a pretty interesting thing. But all of the horses are really unique and special. And this is one of the favorite teams in the barnyard, mostly because everybody loves Merle. But our horses actually don't stay here during the winter. About 1 to 2 dozen do stay here, but the rest of them go up to Pickford, Michigan, and that's about 40 miles north of St. Ignace.